Yeah, I think we definitely, in that tournament, have proved that as, like, they called us, like, an amateur team. Mm-hmm. I don't like the word amateur, but, like, it makes sense because we aren't a fully, like, professional, like, none of our players are contracted.
Right.
So, like, we definitely proved at the World Cup that we can compete with those fully contracted teams.
Totally.
And that we also deserve to be in that sort of position where we can be fully contracted.
But Canada has also been laying a challenge. They've been talking all week and really all year about how they want to prove that their performance against England at the World Cup wasn't a fluke, that they are one of the best teams in the world despite not having domestic rugby, despite not having full-time contracts, and they are absolutely up for this challenge. And what
do you think that's something that Canada rugby and women's rugby in Canada, and I guess men's as well, is missing right now? Is that like the playing time and the competition that and the ability to train because you're being paid? Is the fact that we don't have professional leagues here hurting us for women, do you think? The way like New Zealand or Australia does?
Yeah, like the goal eventually in like in the next maybe like decade is like to have what England has in like the Allianz Prem 15s over in Canada and in the US. Like we could play each other, that would be cool. But like just being able to have like that high level training here in Canada would grow our game just so much.
I think so too.
Because like players like on the Canadian team and other like other teams that aren't contracted or don't have any contracted players all go over to England.
Yeah.
And like they have to make so many sacrifices, like just pick up their lives and like live overseas in order to get better for their team back home. So like being able to do that in Canada would be more than ideal.
So nice.
Yeah, but we just don't have the money yet.
We don't. It'll get there though. There's a market for it. Like I being in Toronto the last couple of years with the Arrows. Yeah. People lose their friggin' minds over the Arrows. Like the stands were always packed. The lineup at the like ticket scanning, it was like down the street. Yeah. It was such a huge following. So I think that like all that has to happen is that some companies need to just put some money into it and people will come. Like there's no doubt in my mind that there would be a huge market for it.